Hello, we are here live with Lenovo Workplace Digital Solutions at the Gartner Summit. We're going to be interviewing event attendees on our Lenovo Work Reborn research findings. And for each person we bring, they're going to have to pick a card, just like this, hear an amazing fun fact about how we are innovating in the marketplace, answer the question, and have a great conversation. And let us know if any of these fun facts sound interesting or surprise you in any way. Leave a comment below. All right, let's get started. Hello, we are live at the Lenovo booth. My name is Rita. We're excited to be here at the Gartner Digital Summit. We have a lovely guest with us. Can you tell us who you are and what you do?
Hi, my name is Bob Hobbs, Lakeside Software. I do products and strategy.
And you're one of our partners?
I am one of your partners, yes, hopefully one of your favorite partners.
Maybe. Well, we'll see after this interview if you're
That's
still
right,
my favorite
yeah.
or not. Just kidding. Well, we're doing this really fun kind of conversational interview format based on our new Lenovo Work Reborn research report.
Okay.
And I've kind of pulled you in to ask a few questions.
Okay.
I'll start with the fun fact from the report, and then we'll kind of have a conversation.
Okay,
about
great.
It. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, let's pick 1 out of 3. Let me see which is the first one I'm going to get.
Round and round it goes.
No. Okay, first one. Topic is AI and the future of work. I feel like we're on Jeopardy. AI
Okay.
and future of work for 500, right?
500, all right.
So the report, the Lenovo Work Reborn report, states that generative AI adoption has been mostly ad hoc or user-driven rather than enterprise-led. Does that statistic surprise you, not surprise you?
Not at all. I think that, AI is a rather poorly defined concept in enterprises across the board. I think that a lot of people in IT and outside of IT want to leverage the capabilities of IT or of AI. But the problem is there's no path, no proven path that they can follow. And until there is some proven path forged by other big enterprises or some consultancy, I think it's going to continue to be the way it is, really ad hoc. So I think, one of the things that we're doing at Lakeside is we've formed an AI governance committee, and all things AI, whether it's a new vendor that's going to, bring a new technology into the company, some kind of a consultancy, some kind of a tool that we want to use in sales or otherwise, or AI that we want to build into our product, it all has to go through the AI governance committee. So we have kind of this central hub for learning and developing a competency around it. And then what happens as we're deploying contracts out to our customers and dealing with our customers' legal teams and their processes, and they're dealing with us, we have a much smoother transition from legacy to AI-based technology. So to get people to adopt in a typical enterprise, I think 2 things have to happen. It has to be led from the top. So the CEO and the executive leadership team have to make a concerted effort for the enterprise to adopt AI tools to make the overall enterprise more efficient and effective.
Right.
And there has to be some kind of governance committee that's the central hub for all the learning and all the knowledge that's developed as a result.
Right, the education of this is key, because if the entire team isn't aligned or understanding of how these processes work, like, no one's going to implement
Well,
it.
and it's moving so fast. So
Right.
what we knew last week may not apply next week.
Exactly.
And so, keeping up is hard to do. And if you don't have that central location to collect all the knowledge, you're just never going to keep up.
Right. Okay, you ready for the next fun fact / question?
Do I get another one?
Yeah.
I guess I did
I
all
think
right
you
on that
earned
one.
it. I think you earned it. Okay. Okay. This is relating to employee experience and engagement. I really wish we had a Jeopardy sign behind us.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. Well, anyways, Lenovo's Work Reborn research shows that nearly half of IT leaders believe that their current digital workplace isn't effectively driving productivity, innovation, or creativity, which are 3 pretty important things to really drive outcomes for business.
So it's
What's missing?
productivity, innovation, and creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, we are in the digital employee experience category as
Yeah.
covered by Gartner,
Right.
and have been since the inception. I think that productivity, creativity, innovation are things that are only possible when the employee is able to do their basic work.
Right.
If there's something inhibiting an employee from the basic part of their job, what they're trying to do, the mission that they're trying to complete, they've got no chance at creativity, no chance at innovation, and productivity is going to be low. And the way I try to explain it to people is that the modern workplace is all contained, in your case, on a Lenovo device.
Right.
And when I first came into business in the 90s, there was a building with a door and a stairwell and an elevator and a coffee pot and a kitchen and meeting rooms, desk phones, fax machines, interoffice mail. And global enterprises had multiple of those buildings spread all around the world. If just one of those buildings was locked for the day, somebody came and forgot to open the door, or if there was maintenance or construction going on, no productivity, no creativity,
Right.
no innovation. And if every single building on the globe for that enterprise was shut down on the same day at the same time, not only was their stock going to take a big hit, but their employees were all going to have a bad day too.
Right.
Today, in 2025, the office building is the Lenovo device. Every single thing an employee needs to do is on that device. It is their meeting room. It is their telephone. It is their fax machine. It is their interoffice mail.
Might not be their coffee maker, though.
It's not the coffee maker or the bathroom, but it's as important. And so
Right.
if it's not available, or if its service is degraded in some way, employees can't be productive. And if they can't be productive, if they can't meet the basic requirements of their job, they've got no chance at creativity or innovation. And so it's on us as the device providers, the providers of access to the applications that make us productive and help us do our job, to keep those things available 100% of the time so that when employees need it, it's available so that they can be productive, and then they have an opportunity to be innovative and creative. But without it, no chance.
Do you have a small story or example that relates to what you're talking about here?
I don't know if I have a story. I have a statistic. So I have a friend at Forrester, and his name is Andrew Hewitt, and he covers our space. And they did a survey recently, end of 24, and one of the results that was really interesting is that the number one attribute to an employee having a good experience with the company that they work for is the ability to do their job.
Okay, yeah.
And if they can't do their job, no chance to have a good experience. And so I think that kind of ties into this, that without that productivity piece, without that access to the office building or to the Lenovo desktop or laptop, you've got no chance at productivity, you got no chance at a good experience.
Right, like if I can't log into my computer and do what I need to do for the day and have everything I need set up and streamlined, like if I can't do my job, right?
Yeah, and that's just the basics,
That's the
right?
basic. There's even more than that.
Yeah,
like,
because then you get on the experience, like what's it like when my fingers are on the keyboard of my Lenovo device? What's it like with my eyes on the monitor of my Lenovo device? And then how are the applications presented to me? How fast are they? What color are they? How bright are they? Do I enjoy using the device? Do I enjoy interacting with the applications? And that's part of the experience that I think we don't emphasize enough. I think we're worried about, well, did we get 4 stars or 5 stars or 1 star? Like especially from a Lenovo perspective, 5-star, 4-star has nothing to do with the employee experience. The experience is right there on the desk between the employee and the device.
right, it's more nuanced than that, and that's why some of the data that some of the products can use can help really quantify that a bit better,
That's
rather
right.
than just a 1 or 2 or 3 star rating
Yeah,
overall.
that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Okay, this is awesome. You ready for our last question?
Did I earn it?
You earned it.
Okay.
Should give you a gold star.
I want double Jeopardy this time.
Double Jeopardy. Ba, 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 ba. I need like the music for it. Copyright. Yeah. Okay. So, what do you think needs to change for AI to drive true workplace transformation?
I think that the technology has to continue to advance. I think that the models have to continue to be trained iteratively like they are. I think that we need a little bit more reasoning capability within the LLM side of the house for sure. But to transform work completely, I can speak to IT. I think that from an IT perspective, and when I say IT, I mean the group of IT people who are managing the end user compute devices. So the computers that everyday workers are accessing in order to do their job. I think that companies like Lenovo, the other OEMs, Intel, the other chip makers, Microsoft, the other major software application developers, they're all working toward this idea of devices and applications or employee tech stacks that don't fail, that don't have a negative impact on the employee or the employee's productivity or ultimately the employee's experience. And in your world, or the employee's ability to be creative and innovative. And so the only way to really get there is through some AI mechanism, which is going to include a lot of data science and machine learning on the edge, on the device itself, but then also a lot of LLM work around self-help, AI-assisted self-help for the employee, whether they're trying to solve an HR problem, trying to solve an asset management problem, trying to solve an IT problem, trying to solve some kind of an engineering problem. Once we get to the point where AI has had enough successes in a number of enterprises, it's going to be just like crossing the chasm. It's going to be all of a sudden, there's going to be an avalanche of everybody trusts it, everybody has confidence in it, because right now the trust is low, the confidence is low. I don't know what you guys' experience is so far, but from a legal perspective, lawyers are very, very resistant to allowing their companies to adopt a whole lot of AI ML. And I think that that's another source of friction that's resulting in blockage. But I think once there's some successes that are meaningful, the press starts to pick it up as meaningful successes, then the avalanche is going to start. And I think that we're going to see a lot more adoption. And that adoption is going to lead to many more use cases, and that's going to result in the transformation. And it's not going to be us creating whatever that transformation is. Fortunately or unfortunately, it's going to be the AI that helps design what the new enterprise looks like ultimately in 2028, 2029, and beyond.
Yeah, something else that I was thinking about in the report is 63% of IT leaders believe automating IT support is critical to productivity, and that's a very small part of how the workplace could be transformed. Like, have you seen AI-powered IT support make a difference?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what we do, so
yeah.
Of course.
So yeah, let's talk about it.
So yeah, I work at a company called Lakeside Software. We do software in the digital employee experience category. We basically manage devices on behalf of enterprises. And what we have done with AI and our SysTrack intelligence package is create a way to become more proactive and ultimately predictive in determining what is about to happen to that device, and then take a proactive action on that device so that whatever the imminent event is doesn't happen.
Wow.
So, and we do that without the employee knowing, we do that without IT knowing. So we're facilitating a higher degree of productivity and experience by maintaining those devices at a high degree of availability and reliability, leveraging our AI capability.
It sounds like there's a lot of things that companies should be looking into. If any of these concepts sound like exciting or even foreign, they should probably look into how they can implement these changes in their workplace.
Yeah, I would say so.
Awesome.
Like, call Lenovo and ask them for how do we get introduced to Lakeside Software.
Yeah, well, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's
thank
rock.
you so much for taking the time to
Thank
talk
you,
to me
Rita.
today.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a lot of fun.
Have a great day.